Hello, and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Today, I want to share with you 3 things that you need to do before the Christmas holidays are over. I know that we're quickly coming to an end. Christmas is almost here, but there are 3 things that you can do before Christmas is over or immediately after Christmas that is going to save you a lot of time next year for Christmas. These are principles that you can even use for another holiday. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to go through those Christmas decorations that did not make it out of the box. Our home is decorated for Christmas. We have our Christmas tree up. We have our mantle decorated, wherever those places are that you decorate. Inevitably, there are things that are left inside the box that for whatever reason we did not use this year. Now, unless you're living in a tiny house and building a large house, and next year you know you're going to be in a much larger space, you need to look through those things that are still inside those boxes. Go ahead and pull those boxes out. So before you take your stuff down for Christmas, look at what's in the boxes right now. Why are those things still here? Are those things I didn't decorate with because I changed up my decorations, or they're no longer my taste, or maybe they're even broken? And go ahead and get rid of those things. We still have a few days before Christmas. You can even go ahead and post those things on Facebook Marketplace. I had a Christmas tree one year that part of the lights went out, and it frustrated me, and I knew that I was planning on buying a new tree the next year, and it was literally less than a week before Christmas. Totally transparent about part of the lights being missing and that you would need to add your own lights to that space. I sold it within an hour on Facebook Marketplace. Someone was looking for an inexpensive tree that they needed just a few days before Christmas. You can sell those things, or this is a great time to donate them. People are probably going to Goodwill or places like that to look for Christmas decorations right now. No matter what you do with them, you need to get them out of your house. You no longer need those things to be taking up space in the boxes. How this is going to save you time next year is when you go to open those boxes, all that's going to be left in those boxes are the things that you love, the things that you know that you want to use for Christmas. Take the time over the next few days, or if you don't have time now, as soon as Christmas is over, before you take all of your things down, look through those boxes and get rid of the stuff that you are no longer going to be using for your decorations. The second thing that I want you to do may seem interesting coming from me as a minimalist and from a minimalist perspective. I love to save money. I want to get things at a great deal. One of the things that I always look for each year at the end of the Christmas season or the day after Christmas, I look for some of those items that are going to go on a super steep clearance, things that I want to use for next year. My favorite category to look for are puzzles. Last year, I snagged some puzzles for only a couple dollars a box. They're about $15 regular price. Hobby Lobby puts their stuff like 75 or 90% off. So I found some great deals on puzzles, and we are enjoying those puzzles this year. Another thing that I look for are children's books. I love to add to the Christmas collection for my kids, and Cracker Barrel is actually a great place to go to. And I found this great little Christmas story for my daughter, and I was able to give it to her at the beginning of this Christmas season, but I'd only paid a few dollars for it. When school is out, she's always asking me, "Mom, I'm bored. I want something to do." And she loves to do crafts. Well, you can find those great little Christmas crafts at Hobby Lobby or any other craft store for only $1 or $2 once Christmas is over or at the very end of the Christmas season. Last year, for about $1, I found these cute little ornaments that you can paint. She painted them the week that she was out of school and hung them in her room, and they are so adorable, and it provided hours of fun for her for only $1. Those are 3 things that I love to look for: puzzles, books, and crafts. I will take those then and I will put them in our Christmas decoration boxes, and I will save them for next year. And then when it's time for school to be out, I will pull those out and I will give them to my kids, and then they have something to do. We have some puzzles to do, we have some crafts to do, and we have a really great new Christmas book to add to our collection. This third tip is something that I have started implementing this year. After any big event, and I'm especially focusing on this during Christmas, I will make a note in my phone. I will make notes for things that I want to remember next year. Maybe it's something I forgot to do this year, or something that I noticed. There's a really great little town nearby that has some great Christmas lights, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it this year to go see those because we already took a night to do that. But I made a note in my phone for next year for Christmas that that's somewhere that I would like to go check out. I also keep the address of a really fun neighborhood that always has great Christmas lights And so not only is it easy for me to access it, to go back and find it rather than a year later trying to remember the name of that neighborhood, I can also share it with my friends when they say, hey, what's the name of that place that you went to? I am the worship leader at our church. I start planning our Christmas service about September, and I'm always at a loss for Christmas songs. I'm thinking, what are Christmas songs? Because it's still really hot here in Georgia, and I just don't have my mind geared that direction. But during this time of year, all of my friends, their churches are doing some really great songs that maybe I never thought of doing for Christmas, or maybe I've never heard of those. So I'm taking the time to write those down, to add those to that list. And then next year, I'll go back and look at that list. It'll be very easy for me to come up with the song sets that we're going to do for Christmas. You can do this with gifts. Maybe you see a gift, but you've already purchased all of your other gifts and you think, hey, this would be a great gift that I could purchase for someone next year. I also keep a list on Amazon of gift ideas. I've already bought all of my presents and I see a gift, I'll just add it to that list there. We were recently at a Christmas party and I saw a really great appetizer. I don't need it for this year, but maybe I will use it next year. So I jotted that down. I asked my friend for the recipe and added that link there in that note on my phone. So next year when it's time for Christmas, all I have to do is open that note and all of those things will be right there. I can guarantee you I am not going to remember this stuff 12 months from now. But if I write it down now, it's going to be so easy for me to remember this. And you can do this for any holiday or any event that you have. These are 3 really simple ways for you to plan ahead for next year, for you to think about things that you can do now that will save you so much time for next year. They will add margin to your holiday season because we are always looking for margin for the good things. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified when the next video goes live.